G'day legends, and welcome back to the channel. Out here, every decision can mean life or death. It's not just about what to do, but what not to do. Today, we're flipping the script to focus on survival instincts and avoiding critical errors. Knowledge is power, and knowing these blunders will arm you to face any challenge. Let's dive into the top 10 survival mistakes you must avoid at all costs. First up, setting up your shelter in the wrong location. It might seem like a good idea to set up camp on a high ridge for the view, but strong winds can make it a nightmare. Always look for a sheltered spot, away from potential hazards like falling branches or flooding. Next, not securing your shelter properly. A poorly constructed shelter can collapse in the middle of the night, leaving you exposed to the elements. Take the time to learn how to tie proper knots and secure your shelter firmly. Another critical mistake is drinking untreated water. Even the clearest streams can harbor harmful bacteria and parasites. Always filter or boil your water before drinking to avoid getting sick. Navigational errors can also be deadly. Relying solely on GPS devices can be risky as batteries die and signals can be lost. Always carry a map and compass and know how to use them. Fire is essential for warmth, cooking, and signaling for help. Not knowing how to start a fire in wet conditions can be a fatal mistake. Practice fire starting techniques and always carry waterproof matches or a reliable fire starter. Wearing inappropriate clothing is another common error. In the wilderness, weather conditions can change rapidly. Dress in layers and always be prepared for the worst. Hypothermia can set in quickly if you're not properly dressed. Mismanaging your food supply can also lead to trouble. It's crucial to ration your food and not consume it all at once. Plan your meals and make sure you have enough to last until you can find more resources. Ignoring small injuries is a mistake that can escalate quickly. Even minor cuts and scrapes can become infected if not treated properly. Always carry a first aid kit and know how to use it. Pushing yourself too hard is another critical error. Fatigue can impair your judgment and slow your reaction times. Take regular breaks, stay hydrated, and listen to your body. Finally, not having a plan for signaling for help can be disastrous. Always carry a whistle, mirror, or other signaling devices. Knowing how to attract attention can be the difference between life and death. Remember, survival is about preparation, knowledge, and the will to keep going. Stay safe out there, legends, and always be prepared for the unexpected. The most dangerous mistake you can make in a survival situation is to panic. In the wild, panic is a silent predator, creeping in when you least expect it, clouding your mind and making every problem seem insurmountable. It's a natural reaction. Your heart races, your thoughts scatter, and suddenly every shadow in the forest feels like a threat. But giving in to that fear can be fatal. When panic takes over, it clouds your judgment and leads to rash, impulsive decisions. You might run blindly, wasting precious energy and risking injury, or forget vital steps that could keep you safe. In these moments, your mind is your greatest enemy, convincing you that you must act now, even if you don't know what you're doing. The first step to survival is to stop. Literally, stop moving, stop spiraling, and take a moment to breathe. Deep, slow breaths can help calm your racing heart and clear your mind. Remind yourself that panic is just a feeling, not a fact. You are still in control, even if it doesn't feel like it right now. Remember the acronym STOP. Stop, think, observe, plan. This simple process can save your life. Stop to halt the panic. Think about your situation and what resources you have. Observe your environment for dangers and opportunities. Plan your next steps carefully rather than acting on impulse. A calm, rational plan is the foundation of survival. It allows you to conserve energy, avoid unnecessary risks, and make the most of what you have. Even the most basic skills, like building a fire or finding water, are useless if you're too panicked to remember them. Without a clear head, all the tools and knowledge in the world won't help you. Panic can make you forget your training, ignore your instincts, and abandon the very gear that could save your life. The wilderness is vast and indifferent. It doesn't care about your fear, your panic, or your desperation. It only responds to your actions, what you do, not what you feel. Nature is neither cruel nor kind. It simply is. So when you find yourself on the edge of panic, remember, your best chance of survival comes from deliberate, calculated, and calm actions. Trust in your ability to pause, assess, and plan. In the wild, your mind is your most powerful tool. Use it wisely, and you'll find your way through. Drinking unsafe water is a deadly mistake. That clear stream could be a cesspool of bacteria. Illness from contaminated water can incapacitate you, leading to severe dehydration. Boiling water is the gold standard method to kill harmful microorganisms. If you can't boil, use purification tablets or a portable filter. Never trust a wild water source, always purify it. The wilderness isn't a buffet. Eating unknown plants can be lethal. Many plants are poisonous and symptoms can be severe and varied. The universal edibility test is risky and time-consuming. Focus on finding water, building shelter, and getting rescued. If you must find food, insects are a safer bet than plants. Your body is your most important tool. Ignoring injuries is a catastrophic error. A small cut can become infected, leading to serious conditions like sepsis. Immediate first aid is a necessity. Clean and cover any break in the skin. Improvise if you lack a first aid kit. Keep wounds clean and dry. Don't let a tiny scratch take you down. When you find yourself lost in the wilderness, your instincts might tell you to keep moving, hoping to stumble upon a trail, a road, or a sign of civilization. But wandering aimlessly is actually one of the biggest mistakes you can make in a survival situation. It's natural to feel panicked and want to do something, but moving without a clear plan can quickly make things worse. When you wander without direction, you not only risk getting even more lost, but you also decrease your chances of being found by rescuers. The vastness of the wilderness can swallow up your tracks, making it nearly impossible for search teams to follow your path. Every step you take away from your last known location makes it harder for anyone to locate you. Search and rescue teams always begin their efforts from your last known point. They use maps, grids, and even dogs to track your scent and movements. If you keep moving, especially in unpredictable directions, you expand the search area dramatically, making their job much more difficult and reducing the likelihood of a quick rescue. The best thing you can do is to stay put. By remaining in one place, you become a stationary target, which is much easier for rescuers to find. It may feel counterintuitive, but patience and calm are your best allies in this situation. Wandering not only wastes precious energy and resources, but it also increases your risk of injury or exhaustion. Every step you take burns calories and uses up water, both of which are limited in a survival scenario. If you become too tired or dehydrated, your chances of survival drop dramatically. Instead, use your energy wisely. Focus on building a simple shelter to protect yourself from the elements, and create signals that can attract attention from the air or ground. A brightly colored item, a mirror, or even arranging rocks in a noticeable pattern can make a huge difference. The only time you should consider moving is if you have a clear, known destination, like a visible road, river, or if your current location is unsafe due to hazards like fire, flooding, or unstable terrain. In those cases, move carefully and deliberately, always keeping track of your direction and leaving signs of your path if possible. Otherwise, your best chance of being found is to stay put, make yourself as visible as possible, and conserve your energy. Remember, rescuers are looking for you. Help them by being easy to find. Waiting isn't passive. You must actively signal for help. Use fire to create smoke signals during the day and a beacon at night. Flash the SOS signal with a torch or mirror. Create ground signals with contrasting materials. Use every tool to scream, "I am here," to rescuers. Your energy is precious. Don't squander it on unnecessary tasks. Every action should contribute to core survival needs: water, shelter, fire, signaling. Rest when you can and work efficiently. Conserve energy by regulating body temperature. Survival is a marathon, not a sprint. Pace yourself. Fire is life, but it can be deadly if built in the wrong place. Avoid building fires under low branches or on dry ground fuel. Choose a safe spot, clear debris, and create a fire break. Keep fires small and manageable. Ensure they're completely out before leaving. Treat fire with respect. Clothing is your first defense against the elements. Function over fashion. Avoid cotton. It loses insulation when wet. Opt for wool or synthetics. Dress in layers for insulation and protection. In hot environments, wear loose, light-colored clothing. Proper footwear is essential. Choose wisely based on conditions. Shelter is critical. Exposure can lead to hypothermia or heat stroke. Prioritize shelter after immediate first aid. Use natural features or build a simple lean-to. Shelter provides protection and psychological refuge. Remember the rule of threes. Shelter is a top priority. Avoiding these mistakes is key to survival. Knowledge is your most powerful tool. Stay calm, think methodically, and address core needs: shelter, water, fire, signaling. Don't let fear drive rash decisions. Be prepared with a mental toolkit to face challenges. Thank you for joining me. Stay safe, stay prepared, and see you next time.